A Portland attorney has filed a complaint saying the state failed to prevent the death of Jeanette Maples, the teenager that died 2 years ago, and her mother is on death row after a jury found her guilty earlier this year. News Source 16's Angela Brauer is in the studio tonight to tell us how Jeanette's grandmother feels about that lawsuit against Child Protective Services. Angela?
Matt, the family of Jeanette Maples has been mourning her death since 2009. In February, a jury found her mother, Angela McAnulty, guilty, and she was sentenced to death. Her stepfather, Richard, pled guilty to murder by abuse. He is serving 25 years to life.
It was an emotional, painful trial, multiple witnesses telling the courtroom in detail about the horrific conditions Jeanette Maples was subjected to and the equally painful ways she was neglected. At one point, Lynn McAnulty, Jeanette's grandmother, testified that she herself had called the Department of Human Services multiple times reporting Jeanette's poor condition. She claimed DHS failed to take action each time. Portland attorney David Paul filed a suit Monday with Lane County Circuit Court targeting DHS for failing to responsibly respond to multiple reports over 4 years of abuse.
Well, the goal of the lawsuit and others like it are to hold DHS accountable.
The file's state inaction was a substantial factor in Maples' death. This case follows a successful $2 million settlement that Paul represented. Twin children injured as a result of poor state foster care.
I want the state to take better care of people and children that are at risk.
Despite her confidence in Paul, Lynn McAnulty has hesitation because of who the money could go to.
Yeah, speaking hypothetically, a father would be in the first tier of eligible beneficiaries.
Meaning a majority of the money could go to Maples' biological father, a man who wasn't in Jeanette's life for years, if the jury says he is eligible.
You would look first tier to the parents and second tier to surviving siblings.
The siblings who witnessed her abuse. Lynn hates to think they'd have potential to get nothing. The Attorney General's office will represent DHS, but they refuse to comment and now have 45 days to submit a response.
You're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution, and I'm trying to be part of the solution. Sometimes the only place for the biggest agency in the state to be held accountable is when the little people bring them in front of a court and jury.
Now, Maples' biological father lives in California. In February, he filed a court petition to represent Jeanette's estate, but because of criminal history, that petition was denied. More about this suit and the full McAnulty trial is online at KMTR.com. In the studio, I'm Angela Brauer, News Source 16.